How you going, guys? It's Andrew Stacey here from the City of Adelaide Lions Club. It's Lions Get Active Day. It's a Sunday. It's a beautiful Sunday morning here in Adelaide, and today we're at TreeClimb. So it's in the parklands of the South Parklands of Adelaide, of the CBD, and you can see the hut. That's where you check in. So we've already arrived here at Adelaide's premier tree experience, the Adelaide TreeClimb. Awesome. I've never done it before. My girls have done it before. My girls are here with me. Protrude's with me. We've got another Lions member joining us, and she's bringing her nieces. And then we've got a surprise for Addie as well. One of her friends is coming along that she doesn't even know about. So Adelaide TreeClimb here for Adelaide, for City of Adelaide Lions Get Active. Now this is going to be the last Lions Get Active in this current format from here on. So I want to thank people before you get out on the course and sign up and everything else. I want to thank everyone who's followed me with the live videos so far. We've obviously done a few videos where we've put them together afterwards, but just a massive thanks for everyone who's been following. This is only a farewell. It's a see you later. It's not a goodbye. We're not closing the program. All we're going to do is change its format and do things when we need to. So I'm going to keep up with my fitness and activities on the weekend anyway. If we do special activities like this, you know, bounce or hiking or whatever, I'm still going to invite everyone along. So Lion members, you're still more than welcome to come along. Friends and family who follow me on this program, come along, you're more than welcome. I'll let everyone know with as much warning and as much advance notice as I can. Excuse me. And so I'll let people know what we're doing, so that way if you want to come along and join me, you are more than welcome to every time. I'm not sure whether I'll live feed for each of them. I'll figure that out as I go. But in terms of doing a week by week program, I'm going to just give that a rest for a while, and we'll do our special events as needed. So again, thanks to those who have joined me on the actual walks and the bike rides and the hikes, and you know, those who are coming here to TreeClimb, those who came to Latitude, the fitness classes out at Madeline, Zay and Eddie's dedicated to dance. All the different activities that we've done have been awesome. I've loved all of them. The inline skating that we just did. Thanks for coming along. For those who have come along, there's some regulars early on, like Kath, Kate, Matt, even a couple of guys from work, Johnny and Joe came along a number of times. Thank you to all the guests who come along for some of the walks at out from Torrens Weir, along the Torrens from the city. Fantastic, and really appreciate that those guys came along. So just and like I say, a massive thank you to everyone who's come along to these sort of things. So as you can see behind me, that's the tree hut where people do the training that you do for the course. That part I do know from my girls being here before. So really looking forward to today. Thanks for coming along. Like I said, when these other events come along, we'll let everyone know. So just thanks for everyone joining me. I'm going to get out there with the girls. We'll get ourselves signed up. We've got to do a training video, get harnessed up, and I'll see you out in the course. Hope you enjoy the video. And any comments, please send them through as per normal. This will go up on YouTube, on the City of Adelaide Lions YouTube as well as per normal. And we'll see you out in the course. Hope you enjoy it as much as hopefully I'm going to enjoy it being out there. Catch ya. All right, so we're all harnessed up, ready to go. We're doing a practice course. I won't be able to have to keep the camera on me while we're doing the practice course, but we're all harnessed up, all right, good to go, and we'll see how we go on the practice course. We'll check back in a minute, guys. Right, so the practice course is all done. We're all good to go. We're hitting the first course, which is the green course, and we'll see how we go, see how easy or hard it is. There's five courses that we're going to have a crack at today. We'll see how hard they get, and we'll let you know how we go. All right, here we go. Indy's just headed off on the first course. We're doing the first course, which is called the half crisscrossing. Should be good. All right, we're up to the first zip line. Indy's a bit nervous, and that's okay. There's a nice long zip line. I'm going to look behind. You can sort of see someone going there. Off they go. So it's a decent length. This is the Alpine Zip Line. So the fact here, in 1 year, an acre of trees can provide enough oxygen for 18 people. All that sort of stuff is really cool. Manipulate it around. That's what you're getting there. So this will be cool. And so we're at the end of course 1. Awesome start to it all. Great start to the adults course. We'll see how the other 4 courses go. So they should be really cool. All right, so now we're at the start of the blue course. It's course number 2. We just found out that you probably can't get through all 5 courses in the 2 hours that you're allocated doing the grand course. We'll see how many we do. Indy's keen to do in each order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we'll see how we go. But there's 5 courses. We're on course number 2, and it's a blue. We're starting off with a half Catania crossing, and we'll see how Indy goes. All right, feeling good. Halfway through the second course. Just going to go through. You can see behind me lots of ropes and courses. You can see, get a bit of a view as to what's going on with the courses all around. This is the Victoria Bridge. There's an interesting fact here, I don't know if you can read it. Only 1% of China's 560 million city residents breathe air that is considered to be safe for humans. Amazing, hey? So there's all these, like I said, there's different facts around the place about trees and the environment. All these different courses, you can see the ropes all over the place. It's awesome. All right, just waiting for Indy to get across this next one. I think this is called the Co-ed Crossing. Looking like this. But I thought I'd show, there's actually not a lot of room on some of these platforms. So I'm actually squatting down at the moment. So you actually need to have a bit of agility and mobility about you on these courses. There are towers that you've got to climb up again, that you've got to sort of get yourself around. And so where these wires are that you're attached to with these dollies here, you actually need a bit of manoeuvrability around some of these platforms. This one's actually quite small, but when you get to the end one there's actually a bit of space. So it's very interesting that how much manoeuvrability you need to get around some of these trees. It's really cool. On zip line number 2, what's this one called? This one's called the Alpine Zip Line again. I'll hold the phone in my hand as I go down. Just get my gloves properly. Then I'm ready to rock and roll. Here I go. Turning around. Here we go. Coming up to the landing. Oh, smooth as. So good. End of that second zip line, so cool. End of it, all good. So if you see behind me, these are they're called wooden fisherman straps. So these are the towers that you got to climb up and down to get to where you're going. Like I said, they're a bit small space, so if you're claustrophobic, not so good. Oh, get my thing caught. But like I say, you've got tight space here, so you can sit down, put your feet on the steps, make your way down. There's a little bit, like I say, there's not a lot of space. You've got to manoeuvre, you've got to be a little bit agile. So it's all cool, it's all safe. Like I say, you just got to be a little bit agile if you're going to take on these courses. All right, so we're on to the third course. I think it's a red course now. It's all zip lines. So apparently it's a nice quick course, but it's all fun zip lines. This is the first track we went on here, just across here. And then we're across this zip line here. Indy's had to tell me to hurry up, so I better get going. All right, on to the next zip line. I think it's the third that was in this course. This time I'm going to hold the camera as we go through the trees. I'm just going to adjust my gloves so that they're on properly. Sorry about the camera, the bad camera action there. I'm going to hold the camera tight, and here we go. Spinning around as we go. Oh, we get a bit of spin.
Yeah, I started going backwards, so I had to help.
Going backwards, trying to get my balance.
So I had
Here we are. That was so cool. I think I got a bit more speed there than what I meant to. So cool.
I had the wind rush on face 9. That was my favourite course so far at level 3 with all the zip lines.
All the zip lines, that massive zip line right behind us. Must be what? 70, 80 metres of flying.
Yep.
It's awesome.
And then the rest of the levels just zip line, so it's the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, baby.
And we still got 40 minutes left.
Might get both done.
Yep.
Let's see. All right, so start of course number 4. We're on red. Up the stairs we go. These get a little bit stuck, but up we go. This has got a Tarzan climb or swing or something. Can't wait for it. To get an idea of how high we actually are. We're right up there. We must be at least, I don't know, 15 metres up in the air. All right, so the start of course 4 was along that little track there. But now behind me, you've actually got a choice whether to do the Tarzan Swing or the red course, and takes you obviously that way. Indy and I are choosing to do the Tarzan. The instructor's just giving some instructions here. Indy's a bit nervous, but off you go. I'm watching you. Tarzan Swing takes you to that net there. Yes. How cool is that? Wow, that Tarzan Swing is huge. You forget, I forgot, and even Indy forgot, like we're so used to all the zip lines, that it's an actual swing. You just drop, and it felt like I dropped 20 meters, I didn't. It felt like a massive drop and you swing massively into this net behind you and you climb up. So cool, adrenaline rush as soon as you drop off the platform. Oh, so good. All right, so definitely hitting some harder courses now. Indy's on this wobbler's course. It's what's called the trapeze. Oh, yeah, it's called the trapeze. She's having to work hard for this one. Doing well, babe. Take your time. That's it. These are far more wobbly than the rest. Even the last track we just came across, we've been on before. But the one that got us across there, that was wobbly as well. It was crisscross platforms. If you stood right in the middle, whew, swing, swing. These ones here clearly are nice swing, swing as well. So as we watch Indy go over, you can just see how much they're moving around. She's doing well, doing really, really well. All right, we got one course to go. They've let us on. We've got the black course. We're on the left-hand side. So started this course was 3 and 4, but here we are, black course. Up we go. All right, so we've just been through the first 3 obstacles of the black course. They are definitely harder. The first one is the same as the red, but then you get onto some wooden planks there. You can just see someone now, and they are pretty wobbly. Then there's the zip line, nice and easy and fun, but you've actually got to use the rope to get to the very end. And then we're on one here called the Itchin Crossing. And so if I pan around this way, you can see Indy's on it, and its crisscrosses are suspended up nice and high. You can see that they're pretty wobbly as well. So Indy's taking her time. She's definitely finding these ones more challenging than the other courses, and so am I. So really, really cool though. Scooting through beautifully now. So as you can see, we've got an indoor rock climbing wall almost. Indy's making her way across beautifully. Look at that. Success. Beautiful. Awesome. So, Indy and I are at a junction here.
Yeah.
Indy's chosen the steps, and I'm going to go those rings. So I've got a cargo net to get across first, and then those stirrup rings to get across, and we both meet over at that junction there. And there's another cargo net. So we're going to go one way, she'll go the other, and we're going to love it.
Yep.
Alright, got through the last 2 challenges. Good thing I didn't have the camera trying to do it as I was going. They were actually really hard. If I can zip around here, you got those cargo nets there, and previous to that was the rings. And putting your feet through it, like I'm actually now sweating. Those last 2, or less the rings, were really, really hard. Like that was actually really challenging. Trying to balance, keep your strength up, put your feet through the rings that are only about yay big. If I can get my hands right, about yay big. Actually really tough. It's actually really, really challenging. The number of times the soles of my feet and the grip of my shoes was getting caught on the ring itself and trying to get up. That was actually really hard work. So I'm actually really sweating. So the cargo net's just behind me. They're a bit of hard work as well. It's just more awkward than anything. But then we come to our 3rd to last course here on the black course. Indiana's out on it. Single planks, single suspended planks. And then looks like we've got like a train line or an Indian crossing on the final one, and then it's the final zip line. So really hard work this black course. Really good though. Wowzers, so 5 courses done. That last course was hard, wasn't it?
Oh, super hard. Super hard.
I mean, at least you get to finish off with a nice big zip line at the end.
Oh yeah.
The 2nd to last obstacle, which was called the goat walk, that was actually really easy compared to the previous ones.
Oh yeah.
While I was on the 3rd to last one, the single planks, an instructor came down and actually said that people could go on 2 at a time, so just to speed things up. So it was useful for them. So 2 people could go on the obstacle instead of waiting for one to get to the end.
Oh, that's why.
So that was all cool, but like I said, that challenging course was challenging. So definitely work your way up to it. You definitely need a bit of strength and definitely a bit of guts about it. There's certainly a lot of awkwardness about some of those obstacles, but like I said, that ring pull one, that was by far the hardest, and like I said, you actually need to be physically strong to do that one. So yeah, but Indy, loved it.
We did well.
We did really, really well.
And we loved it.
Loved it. So I recommend anyone to come along TreeClimb. Brilliant stuff. Really good 2 hours entertainment. Like I said, we're actually here for a little bit more than 2 hours. We were lucky enough.
Yep.
So yeah, come on down. TreeClimb, Adelaide Parklands. Awesome. So Andrew Stacey from the Adelaide Lions Club. It's the end of Lions Get Active. We just finished TreeClimb. we actually, as I mentioned a moment ago, Indy and I were lucky enough that we got a little bit more than 2 hours on the grand course. So that's all right. But we got through all 5. They actually think they don't usually say people are going to get through 5, but we were lucky enough that we did get to.
With the extra 20 minutes.
With an extra 20 minutes. So awesome experience. Highly recommend everyone giving it a crack. Like I said, the courses start from quite easy to actually very, very challenging. You need to be a little bit nimble and have a bit of agility about you to get around some of the courses. So if you've got back issues or you're worried about how you're going to get around, then obviously you need to give it a thought whether you do this sort of thing. Obviously, if you're a bit worried of heights, you'd have to then consider whether you're going to do it or go. But I would still encourage you to do it, even if you are afraid of heights. Obviously, you're all harnessed up. You cannot fall. It's actually really hard with the actual courses. But if you do fall,
then the rope at the harness actually catches you, and you don't even get far down to it. You don't even get far.
But if you are worried about heights, then you know we can understand. If we zoom the camera up, you can still see people up there. The zip line's going behind us there. So yeah, so look, that brings us to an end to the current way of the way we're doing Lions Get Active. Like I said, it's not goodbye, it's just farewell for now. We're going to do some stuff slightly differently. But what I want to say is I really encourage everyone from an exercise point of view to keep going. Obviously this Lions Get Active program is all about diabetes awareness and well-being awareness. So please keep up with that, keep up with your exercise, keep up with healthy eating, all that sort of stuff. If you've got any questions, please contact me. Always contact Diabetes SA. From a City of Adelaide Lions point of view and from a District Lions point of view, there are still the other programs, so still get involved. We've got the new Making Strides program where all the clubs are competing against each other to see how many kilometres they can do, whether they bike, walk, skate, swim, whatever. Clock up your Ks, let Patria know what date that you did your exercise, how long you did your exercise for, or at least how far you went and what the exercise was. Anything that you do exercise-wise can also go towards the Lions Australia program, which is the Strides program. That's the Lap the Map program. And like I said, I still want to encourage everyone to keep on exercising anyway. The Lions Get Active program will find its way in another format later on. Going to keep that a surprise for the moment though. So keep up with your exercise, keep up with your good eating. Always happy to answer questions as we need to. Keep up with the Keep Making Strides program. Keep up with the overall Lions Australia program Strides. And we'll see you next time, somehow, somewhere, doing what we're doing. Keep it up, guys.
Bye.
Stay active. We'll see you next time.